Watering is the most important technique to master when growing bonsai.
There's two things you need to learn: how to water and how often to water. Let's begin with how often you need to water your bonsai trees. The frequency will depend on several factors, like placement, tree species, the soil your bonsai is planted in, the size of the pot, and your local climate. As you might have noticed, some of these factors are also seasonal, which means I can't simply tell you to water every day or every other day. So how will you ever know how often you need to water? It's not that hard actually. You will need to monitor your tree and water when needed. Ideally, the soil is slightly moist, which means you water it before the soil starts to dry out.
Never let the soil of your bonsai dry out though, as this will kill the tree instantly. Trees are not able to store water and are entirely dependent on you.
One thing to keep in mind is the soil mixture you use for your bonsai. Many cheap indoor bonsai plants are growing in an organic soil mixture. We recommend to use an inorganic substrate, as the risk of overwatering is reduced significantly. Check our video on bonsai soils for more info. Now that we've discussed how often you should water, let's look at how to water. When you observe your bonsai and decide it is time to water, make sure you soak the entire root system. When you would apply just a little bit of water, parts of the root system would remain dry and die off.
Therefore, be generous when you are watering, and keep watering until water runs out of the drainage holes of your bonsai pot.
With outdoor bonsai this is simple, as it won't matter that water runs out of the pot into your garden. When you keep bonsai indoors, you can use a humidity tray underneath your pot, so you won't make a mess in your living room. Or you can pick up your tree, place it in the kitchen sink, and water it generously before placing it back in your living room. Learn how to create your own bonsai trees by enrolling in one of our online bonsai courses. We explain techniques like pruning, wiring and repotting, and you can ask questions to the teachers. For the curriculums and free lessons, go to bonsaiempire.com/courses.